Okay, let's consider our second example of line integrating a conservative vector field. So let's consider the problem of finding the work done by F in moving an object from A to B. And so we need, of course, to know what F is. It is 2y to the 3 halves, 3x square root of y. And our points A and B will be 1, 1, and 4, 4. So let's ask ourselves, is F conservative? So in other words, is F the gradient of some function, little f? So if so, this simplifies a lot. So to test, we again label the first component as P, the second component as Q, and we note that Py has to be Qx because fxy equals fyx. Okay, so Py, this will be 2 times 3 halves times the square root of y, so just 3 square root of y. Qx, meanwhile, will be 3 square root of y. These things are equal, so yes, it is conservative. So now let's just try finding little f. We know that fx should be the first component, that is 2y to the 3 halves. We know that fy should also be the second component. At this point, you can kind of just guess what it should be, but let's just integrate it. So f equals, let's see, if we integrate, oh, okay, let's integrate an x instead, that's easier. So if we integrate an x, f should be 2x times y to the 3 halves. And there will be plus some constant of integration, g of y. So now if we differentiate what we just got, we get 3x y to the 1 half plus g prime of y. It turns out this is equal to what we have for our vector field. So let's just throw out the g. So this is our f. We're done. So now to get that work, remember this is force times displacement. So in other words, f dot dr along our curve. So now we're going to use the gradient representation because it's conservative. And now we'll apply the fundamental theorem of line integrals. And so what we got for f was 2x y to the 3 halves from a to b. So what is a and b? Well, these are 1, 1 and 1, 4. 4, 4. So let's evaluate this. It is 2 times 4 times 4 to the 3 halves minus 2 times 1 times 1 to the 3 halves. So it looks to me like this is just, you can factor that 2 out. This is, I think this is 2 cubed. So that's 8. So it looks like 4 times 8 minus 1. So it looks like 2 times 31 looks like 62. Okay? So really, I think the hardest part of this is just finding f. So if you want to study this part, if you want to study the hardest part of these problems, I think this is the hardest part. And you would focus your attention on this. Okay, thanks for watching.